it was kind of a tenuous thing because at that time Iceland was the focal point of a great deal of news because here we were not in war and we were going up into a combat zone of the war in Europe. And accordingly, all of the newspapers, including the New York Times and the AP, UP, and INS and so forth, had their reporters up there. So we had quite a large contingent of news people. And suddenly we got a call one day that we hadn't been up there only about 2 months, I guess. And I got a call that an emergency from the Navy that the German submarines had torpedoed the USSKearney, which is a destroyer, American destroyer. And the general called me in and said that we better get out there and take a look at it. But it was a bit of a problem. How are we going to get out there and look at it, you know, with the submarines around there? So what we did, we went down and got the chief of police, and he gave us a Icelandic fishing trawler so that we could, the Germans wouldn't shoot at an Icelandic fishing trawler, you know. And I went out there, and the Kearney was indeed, it was badly damaged with several casualties, Americans killed on board the destroyer. I came back to the base at Iceland, and the problem was, how do we keep this from the newspapermen? Because this means it's an act of war, and we're not in war. So we tried to keep it as much as we could within ourselves and get all the information back to Washington and let them make the decisions of how they wanted to handle it. And it was successful that we did that. The newspaper people, of course, were unhappy at the fact that we didn't give them the news, but it was a very tenuous time because it could have been something that we could have made big stories out of it and maybe aroused the American people that here the Germans are sinking our warships, you know.